Okay, John Tapp here. Another short demo on using mooses and Lily. This is for Annie, my new friend, who's looking at mouse behavior. So I'm going to look at the code file first in mooses. And to open it, you go to Preferences Code File Editor. It's already open because it's the last one I opened, but I can open it again. You do open. There it is. And you'll notice I took out some codes that she had before, but she'll notice that, but nobody else will. Anyway, the other thing is this is one group, so you only need to define the one group and say that it's a duration group. And we're going to set this up so that this is a mutually exclusive exhaustive duration of watching mice with Lily. You could do it where these things could overlap, but I can cover that if that's needed. This stuff over here is just the location on the screen in Lily, the rows and columns that things show up in. And so when I want to make my file for Lily, unfortunately it's a little bit different format, historic reasons, and so I'm going to save the Mini-Moose Lily code file, and it gives us a default name here with the same name with Mini on the front. I'll just save that. Replace it, yes. Okay, so we have that. Now I'm going to start up Lily and collect a little bit and go through the way the settings ought to be on Lily. Okay, so you can see it's already in there. But if I wanted to set it up again, you go to Change Preferences, pick my desktop Annie folder where I have the stuff, pick the Mini version. Don't pick the other version, make sure you pick the Mini version. We want to use event mode for this. I made the buttons a little bigger, which is nicer. And make sure it's event mode, and then we want a session duration. I'm going to put, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds so we don't have to sit here for a minute and watch the clock go by. So when you close that, it refreshes the screen. I've been trying to, I think it's a bug I'd like to fix. There's a lot of things about Lily I'd like to fix, but it would be nice if the no behavior was lit up first. I was thinking it was the first thing in a code set, but it doesn't look like it. Anyway, down at the bottom you see this little bar that says what are you supposed to do next. So open a new file, you name your files, put it in the same place with the code files here. When you name your files, come up with names that can't ever be the same. And it can be .text, because really they're text files. Or it can be .eve, which is just something I put in there. Is that an X? I need to fix that too. Lily needs some work. Anyway, I'm going to say testfile.text, save. And there's a header line that you can use for analysis later if you want to put conditions in there or something like that. You can also use the file name for analysis later. And pull pieces of the file name apart for labeling rows and when you go to a spreadsheet output. Okay, so I'm just going to leave the default date time header in here. And then the next thing it says do is set the initial state and start the timer. So that's what I was saying about it'd be nice if no behavior was selected so that we could assume that there's no behavior going on when we start watching the mice. I assume this is mice because, you know, humans probably don't do body sniffs and grooming. They might do grooming, aggression, and mounting, but I don't think we want to see that anyway. Next thing is start the timer. So I like to use the timer drop down, but you can use the timer window if you want to. If you have two people observing, you can set a start time. If the clocks are synced, it should start at the same time. But I'm just going to start the timer here. And then I'm going to say see a body sniff. He's body sniffing. Wait, now he's grooming. No. Now he's body sniffing again. Now he's not really doing anything. Now he's screaming. Oops, I see some aggression going on. There's aggression. He's not doing anything. Okay, so it stopped at my 30 seconds. So let's look at what I've got here. What happened? Oh, time is up. Okay. File, exit. So we made a test file here, testfile.txt. Now these files, if you're using version 3, and he's using version 3.2, are the same format for version 3. So you can use version 3 with the files, just the code file is just different. But you can see the codes and then the times they happen. So they started nothing at 0, then I ended up with a second of nothing here. So we're going to do a little bit of analysis of that, just to go through how that works. I'm going to set the preferences, make sure that it's Moose's Lily event files is what we're doing. Drop that in there, and then I'm going to do, you have to make an output file, so browse, test output, .txt. And that's where your output's going to go. There's a clear here because it just adds output on the end if you don't clear it, which is sometimes you want, sometimes you don't. So I'm going to say don't really want pooled, and I'm going to run some frequencies. So it tells me how much, when and what percentage of time I was in each one of these and how many had happened. Can also send that to a spreadsheet by just picking comma separated. I'll show you what that looks like real quick. So this is the frequencies of K's and the durations of K, the frequency of J and the duration of J. And there's, like I said, the header line gets in there and the file name gets in there, so you can parse it apart and use it to label your rows. If you want to do some group analysis or something, you can build a database out of that. So I want to keep it real short. I'm not going to save that. And, so I'm going to end this one. And anytime you have questions, just shoot me an email, john.tapp@vanderbilt.edu. Thanks. Talk to you soon.